Fractions of a set. We've been talking about fractions of a whole. So one shape that we've been breaking up. That's in 2 parts, so that would be halves. That's in 4 parts, so that would be fourths, and so on. We've been talking about these kind of fractions where the whole is one thing. Well, today we're going to talk about fractions where the whole is a set or a group or a pack of something. So let's look at these bowling pins for a minute. These bowling pins are a set of 10. And so when you look, you can count them. You see there's 10 in a set. So we're going to say the whole group is one group of 10. So if we talk about it in terms of fractions, if you're playing bowling and you knock some pins down, say you knock these 4 down, and you still have the rest of them, or 6 of them, still standing. What fraction is still standing? You still have 6. Even though we cross these out because you knocked them down, they're still part of the whole set. 10 pins is still make up one whole group of pins. So because of that, we still count 10 as our whole. We don't say that we have 6 zeros because there's nothing left, or 6 fourths, or we don't say 6 sixths. We have 6 tenth pins still left up in our group if we were asked for the fraction. And so we're looking at these cupcakes here, and we can say, oh, someone ate one of the cupcakes in our whole dozen. By the way, a dozen is 12. That's one thing we know. If I'm looking at this dozen of cakes and one person eats one, I am still talking about the whole that I had. And when I say whole, I'm talking about W-H-O-L-E, as opposed to a hole in something. So if someone eats one, they've eaten 1/12 of the cupcakes. 12 is my whole. But if I ask you how much was left in my cupcakes, what remaining cupcakes are still there, I'm going to count the rest, and I know that I have 11 left. A lot of people would say, oh, I have 11 elevenths. But that's not true, because the whole thing, the whole group, had 12 in it. And we're always talking about the whole when we're talking about fractions. So we're still talking about 12 cupcakes. What's left out of 12 cupcakes? 11/12 if someone eats one. Mrs. Thomas is famous for losing one of her earrings. So we have 2 earrings. The whole set is made of 2. Even though there are 2 of them, 2 make one group or one pack together. But if Miss Thomas's loses one, I don't have 1/1. I have 1/2 of a pair of earrings, of 2 earrings. So today, like your homework, there's a question. It says, Baruka had 7 liters of soda. His guests drank 2 liters of his soda. What fraction of soda did Baruka still have left? So let's look down here. We have 7 liters of soda. That's our group. That's our total. That's our whole. And if we talk about it in terms of fractions, we would have 7 on the bottom. His guests drank 2 of the liters. Maybe they drank the Sprite and the AW. So that leaves them drinking 2/7 of all of the liters of bottle or the soda that Baruka had. If I ask you what fraction of soda was left, you are going to count what's left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are still left, but it's out of the whole. How many are left out of all 7 liters that Baruka had in the beginning? 5 out of 7 are still left. So you have to remember to keep the whole the same. Even if one gets eaten, even if one is shaded in, you are still counting all in the set or in the group. And that is fractions of a set or group or pack of something.